Oh, we're live.
Not yet. I got
Not yet.
YouTube also.
Yeah. I have it pulled up on my TV right here. I got a great setup.
Have it in the other tab.
Alrighty. We are
Hey, there we go.
Let's go.
Go, baby. Here we go. It is time for the All Florida Pickleball Pro League draft. It's been a long time in the works here. You can see I got Chris and Martin with me. We've been working on this for a while. The combine was last week, and now it is time to see who will actually be playing in the Pro League. And you guys know it's been a lot of fun. Martin, just share a little bit about what the league is about and how it kind of came around.
The league is it's a platform for these up and coming pro players to really showcase their abilities kind of locally in Florida. This is a Florida-based league. Every player we got is a resident in Florida. That's really important to us. We're just trying to show on our end, Florida's the best state for pickleball, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go. But really it's to show these people, instead of having to travel, pay thousands of dollars to go out of state tournaments, maybe make the live stream over there, they're able to make the live stream every time here and just really show what they're about and growing them as a player, getting to compete against other top level players consistently here, and just build the ability to be on a team and just have a good time and show not only us and the viewers, but like potential sponsors what they got to offer.
That's right. And Chris, you've been behind the scenes on this thing hardcore, right? Like even from picking the captains. What is this league right now meaning for someone like you to be able to just organize it, but also as a player as well?
Yeah, no, I mean I've had a ton of fun putting it together and talking to all the captains through all the different formats and things like that. But as a player too, it's going to be really fun to go out there and basically have a pro level tournament with the people from all over Florida every month and locally. So I'm really looking forward to it.
So I know that you have had fun talking to captains. So have I. I know for a fact one captain has been spreading some misinformation amongst other captains, trying to decoy them out of picks, trying to not let them know about player information. I mean, we pick these captains based on communities, but also to their ability to connect into the community, coaching ability, things like that as well. But, part of the mission behind this is the good play, things like that, but also developing good professionals off the court. So, each captain is tasked with community activity. There's actually one already on the books with the Sarasota Manatees right there. So they're tasked with really getting in the community, showing off things like that, being able to, really do the things that professionals have to do. So what's fun about this is there's also a little rev share in it for them. So you can see we've got some sponsors. We got the Dwell is our official pickleball. It's the Dwell 40. Got one right here for everybody, right? So that's our official ball. We've been playing with it in the combine, right? Canary coming through. They have nutritional gummies. They're coming through. But the cool part about it is the players are going to get to share in that. So they're going to get the opportunity to be sponsored by them as well and do activities for them as well. So it's been a ton of fun just going through that process and revealing that to players so that we can really have great professionals coming out of Florida, because, lots of sponsors want to make sure that they get their brand shown and players want things on their end. And to be able to combine those two through the league, I mean, it's been such a great part for me in the mission that we have, right?
Absolutely.
So we're about 4 minutes in, and usually the pool play selection shows, I try to stay about 4 minutes. Chris, tell us how this draft is going to go.
Alrighty, so we have got the draft order shown on the screen right here. We've got the Phoenix Suns will be making the first pick. The first 2 rounds are going to be for female players only. Okay, so It's going to be a snake draft. Jacksonville's going to go first. We're going to go 1 to 8, and then it's going to go 8 to 1 for the second round. Then rounds 3 and 4, we're going to reverse the snake order. So O-Town Bangers will be first, and that'll be the male picks. Then 5th and 6th rounds will be for substitutes if the teams need them. So some players might not be able to make one event. Those captains will be able to draft substitutes for those players.
And then we did have some trades. Yep. So leading up to this, the captains were allowed to make trades. What kind of trades do we have so far, Chris?
I think the biggest one was between BK and the Phoenix Suns. At least that's what's going to be first. Yeah. Oops.
The Fort Myers Flamingos and the Jacksonville Suns.
Yeah. So BK had the first pick overall for the women and decided to trade it to Zach, I believe, for a higher pick in the men's draft.
Yep.
So.
Yep. All right. What else do we have?
I don't remember the other ones. We're gonna have to pull it up.
So we have BK and Christine.
Christine with a steal.
Steal. Martin, tell us about that trade.
Christine, let's look at it. She originally BK had I believe pick 11. Or let me look at this. Do you have it up, Chris?
Yeah, Christine had 11 and
or 16.
BK
He had 16. Yeah, no, the other, yeah. So yeah, BK had 16 and then Christine 11.
Yeah. So why do you think they made that trade? We're speculating. We have no idea what's going on in their brains.
Oh, you're talking to me.
Yes.
16 is so BK had the last women's pick, so he probably wanted to get a higher woman, a better female pick, just round out his team more, and he put a lot of value on having good women instead of
dropped on his second round male pick for that.
Yep. So it's been interesting because the captains do have to select themselves in the second round, right? So we made a controversial decision that because we do have players that are captains because we want to give them opportunity as well, and we wanted the right people in the right places. So they have to draft themselves second. So there was a lot of jockeying going on because they knew they were picking themselves. So their second round pick, I know BK traded every single pick he had. Now he thinks it's a good move. Fort Myers is in an uproar. They can't understand what he's doing. I'm not kidding you. I had players calling me going, hey, like BK trading every pick. What in the world is he thinking? So we're going to see tonight if it pays off. All right. And then some of these players, they've been researching. I know a couple people were actually like calling other players high school sweethearts to try and learn more about their character. I mean, these captains really got after it, trying to do their research. Okay. So we're going to draft and we're going to light it up, and you're going to get a chance to meet these captains and understand their philosophies and what they're doing. You guys feeling good about this?
I'm pumped.
I'm feeling amazing.
You ready to do it?
Oh my God. Yes.
All right, here we go. It's official. The clock is on, and with the first pick in the All Florida Pickleball Pro League, we have the Jacksonville Suns are on the clock. Let's see what he does.
The next pick. Ooh.
All right, let's see what Zach's going to do.
This is going to be interesting. Set the tone for the draft.
I mean, he did. He's going to set the tone right now with this, okay? I think we have it. And the pick The pick is in with the first pick in the All Florida Pickleball Pro League draft. The Jacksonville Suns select Heather Nobler.
Let's go. Historic pick.
Heather has been selected. All right. So at the combine, Zach was pretty high on her. He traded up to get that number one pick. At the combine, he was definitely trying to jockey for position. He must have tried to stick his paddle in with Heather, 14 times there to try and see what that feel was like. It was pretty interesting seeing that happen. I mean, you're talking about somebody that did play at the challenger level, right? So she has MLP experience and is going to bring a lot to the table. Also, she works in the sport. She works for Duper doing a lot of junior league stuff. So they can definitely do some cool community stuff there, right? So Heather Nobler, first off the board. And that means that the GNV Swamp, Jahan, is now on the clock. So we're going to see who he takes. There we go. Oh. And number 4 is going to be Zach Parks on that team. What do you think about that pick, Martin?
I think it's great. Heather Nobler is, to my knowledge, the only competitor that has this team experience already, as she's been already part of Major League Pickleball, the Challenger League with Arizona Drive. So she has that experience and the talent to back it up. So that's a good pick, Zach Parks and the Jacksonville Suns. That is a good one.
All right. So it'll be interesting. He made her the number 1 pick. So, we're going to see how that works out and who he's going to match her up with later in the day. Right. We're coming up on that 1 minute mark here. Here we go. And it is in. And with the 2nd overall pick, the GMV Swamp take Dominique Limperley. There we go.
Another phenomenal player.
Yeah.
Dominique Limperley is going to be the first pick right there with the GMV Swamp. Dominique seasoned pro. I mean, people don't even know she's been playing pro for a really, really long. Well, not a really, really long time. Make it sound bad, but she has been playing pro. And then I actually went back and looked. The first time I ever announced a pro league event, which was the Johnny Pickleball Show way back in the day at East Naples Community Park, Dominique was one of the players. And we were all like, holy crap, she's good. And listen, at the combine, everybody went, holy crap, she's good. Right? Chris, what do you think of that pick?
That's a great pick. I just recently started playing a little bit with her down in Lakewood Ranch, and yeah, definitely a very good player. Would be happy to play on her team, that's for sure. So not surprised about that being the 2nd pick.
Nice. All right, so that puts the Sarasota Manatees on the clock.
What a logo.
I mean,
listen. One of Martin's favorite logo by far.
Listen, Martin Michelson has been a Sarasota Manatee fan since the logo came out. I mean,
she's so good.
He is not going to do anything but be a Sarasota Manatee fan the whole time. If he gets drafted on another team, he might try and wear the Sarasota Manatee logo while he plays. Right?
Potentially.
Right, here we go. I think, wow, this is moving kind of quick. The pick is in. And with the 3rd pick, the Sarasota Manatees take Macy Vondersmit. Holy cow. I told you. Listen, it's already moving and shaking right now. Look, that is a St. Pete local. I mean, look, she's on the phone right now. You're getting ready to come on and explain yourself here. Here we go. All right, so we're bringing Erica on. You ready? Look, she's shaking her head. No, you got some explaining to do here. Here we go. There she is. Erica Love, right? The captain of the Sarasota Manatees, taking Macy, right? That's awesome. All right, you got to tell us what you're thinking there, because you got to unmute yourself. That there's another captain of the league that has a really fondness for Macy.
I do. And that's a phenomenal pick for our team for sure. I've had a chance to play with Macy out at Crescent. Killer backhand. Don't want to give away too much of our strategy, why we're choosing what we're doing. But yeah, she was definitely our number 1.
I mean, I did. I had a chance to talk to her a little bit. She has been grinding.
Absolutely. Yep. I don't want to say much more.
Hey, tell us about your event you have coming up.
Yeah. So mid-April, 12th through the 14th, doing a charity tournament for Blood Cancer UK. It's a organization near and dear to my heart. I'm a 3-time blood cancer survivor. And so with my bloodline right back over to the UK, they're doing a lot of research for my type of cancer and providing tremendous support for people that are blood cancer, not just survivors, but the families themselves. And so I'm super excited about it. We've got doubles on Saturday, mixed doubles on Sunday, and we've got a raffle, a silent auction going. Just had someone donate a beach house for a week. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, that's incredible. Erica, thank you for being a captain of Sarasota Manatees. I'll let you and Jason get back to strategizing and watching the rest of these picks.
Thanks for the logo, Martin. I love it too.
That's all Jay.
All right, and that means that the Lakeland Palms are on the clock. All right, That one's going to come in pretty quick here, because I know that they're watching this heavily. All right, there it is.
Oh.
All right, here we go. The 4th pick, the Lakeland Palms, Nate Yeager, Isabella Ochoa.
Woo!
All right.
Interesante.
Martin, that is your neck of the woods. She's down in South Florida, right?
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about Isabella.
Isabella, she started a little over a year ago, I think, at this point, and she's just been finally getting into it. She always had the talent. She has a court in her backyard and just started grinding. And yeah, she's becoming a heck of a player. And yeah, that's a good pick, Lakeland Palms.
I mean, the Lakeland Palms taking the 4th round. They're there. Here we go. That puts the St. Pete Icebergs on the clock. They have 1 minute to make their pick. So it's kind of fun to see. This has not gone the way we thought it was going to go. We thought we knew the first pick. Not even close, right? The first 2, we kind of knew what would happen, but the next 2, I tell you, there's definitely people that are. I know one team right now is scrambling.
My mock draft's in shambles.
just like the March Madness bracket.
Oh, just like your March Madness bracket. Chris, where's our first stop?
First stop is going to be Pickleplex, May 4th. It's going to be awesome event. We've have center court and court 1 at the facility. So we're going to have stands. We're going to try and get as many spectators out there if we want. People are more than welcome to come and watch. But yeah, it's going to be really fun at Pickleplex, May 4th.
Martin, how much does it cost if they want to come and watch and cheer on their team?
$0.
$0, baby.
$0.
This ain't no big time in tour here. We're for the people, by the people.
Absolutely.
This is for. The next pick is in. The Icebergs have selected their pick, and with the 4th pick, we've got Bella Nelson.
Oh.
Here we go, playing for the St. Pete Icebergs. Right, so she is coming off of playing the APP. She's on the U.S. national team. Next gen. Chris, you've had some interactions with Bella, right?
A little bit. We played once in tournament and then a little bit of rec play. But also a very, very great player. Super strong backhand. So it's going to be
right.
Plays with the phantom paddle. So Martin's definitely a fan of that.
All right, so here we go. We're going to pull Carlos, and Carlos has a co-captain with him. We're going to pull them on stream and see what they're thinking here, right? Let's interview them really quick. So, hey, Carlos, there you go, bud. How you doing?
Things are going as planned.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are.
People in Sarasota are playing dirty.
Carlos Zamorano is our head coach of the St. Pete Icebergs. Right out of St. Pete, he teaches out there, does some good stuff. He's already planning a really funky event that we're looking forward to. And he's going to be involved. We're looking at possibly with the Tampa Bay Rays night on April 12th. So that'll be fun. Really interacting. Tell us who your co-captain, who has weaseled his way into the league, is.
So my co-captain is a guy called Grand Amico. He's huge in the pickleball world. He's co-founder or co-owner of the Smash. So here we have Graham.
Hey, there's a reason manatees are extinct or are endangered, especially in the state of Florida. So look out, sea cows are coming for you.
All right. So look, we're gonna go real quick. The Miami Blaze are on the clock right now, but real quick, how much did that throw you off with Macy going with the 3rd overall pick?
I mean, I know Macy's talent. I live with her, so well, it is what it is. I'm happy for her.
That's good. Yeah, so that's awesome, man. We're super happy that you're gonna be doing that. Bella, tell us why you picked Bella so high.
Well, she practices a lot. She practices with a really good group of players down in Delray Beach. So 6 months, anything can happen in 6 months. So I think she has a very high ceiling, and it's just about to see what's going to happen in the next couple of 2 or 3 months. I think she's in high school right now. So like in the next month or two, she's going to be up high school. She's going to have a lot of time to drill. So I'm very high on her.
You gonna bring her up to Crescent? Are you gonna try and get that Crescent Lake bump like the other pros we've seen?
Yeah, Graham told me that she's gonna get interviewed on the Tennis Talk podcast. So
there we go. All right, guys, I'll let you get back to your draft board there and the get in the war room. All right, congratulations, fellas, and we'll be back soon. There we go. All right, so the Miami Blaze are on the clock. Let's see what they go. And so the Miami Blaze, this is an interesting one because we got Christine Marseco is going to be the captain there. So she's literally picking her playing partner right now. Martin, what do you think that looks like?
This could be a semi-local player. She might pick somebody that she can practice with and train with, or she can just go for who she thinks has the highest skill level or ceiling. It's going to be interesting.
All right, here we go. Hold on. I'm going to read that. There we go. All right, I got to make sure I read that right. And she has picked, and this will be her playing partner. All right, with the 6th overall pick, the Miami Blaze have selected Brooke Caruso. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, baby. There we go. Brooke Caruso showing out at the combine for sure. That stock was, she went from known to, hey, we now know who this is, right?
Yep.
Chris, she's a little bit of a native to our area. What do you know about Brooke?
Well, one of the biggest things is that she's a lefty female, which is super helpful. So Christine's a righty. She's a lefty. That's always been kind of – everybody always talks about how Ben mentions how the righty-lefty duos are going to be the strongest in pickleball. So very strong lefty, great player, plays a lot in the St. Pete area. So somebody that Carlos might have been looking to pick up as a local, but, there's too many good girls in the draft. So
yeah, I mean, look. The next one's going to be interesting. Okay, so while we talk about that, the Fort Myers Flamingos are now on the clock, and that is BK. So we're going to the trade. Let's see what he does. I know he's scrambling right now because he was only researching like 4 girls. So, Martin, this is shaping up so fun.
No, I thought I was going to be excited, and now I'm way more excited than I thought.
Exceeding the expectations.
Yeah,
I mean, like you live down there with some of the players, right?
Yeah.
What has the feedback been about the league from some of the players that you've had conversations with?
They've just been super pumped. It's hard to break through the official team format with like Major League Pickleball. There's only so many spots, but this is their chance to really, really prove themselves, and they're excited, they're pumped, and eager at the opportunity.
I mean, yeah. Same. I've gotten a lot of people saying this is awesome, this is fun, things like that. The Fort Myers Flamingo pick is in. Okay, let's go right to this one because this is going to get interesting because this is where a lot of people in the combine. Some of the female talent and women talent goes relatively unknown a lot of times, and it takes a little bit of time to break through because, they'll play with whatever group they have. All right, so here we go. The Fort Myers Flamingos select Florencia Rossi. Oh, wow. That is the BK pick right there for the Fort Myers Flamingos. Florencia Rossi. All right. Let's get BK in and talk about that pick and how he has gotten thrown off his game because he has been texting that he is like, what is happening right now? All right. So Florencia gets picked. All right. And that puts the O-Town Bangers and Evan Addington on the clock. And we're going to bring in, hey, BK, how you doing, buddy?
We're doing fantastic, brother. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Flo's my girl. Flo's the one I was scouting really hard at the combine. She's somebody I paid a lot of attention to. I took in a couple games with her as well, and we did really well together. So I think she's somebody that can really that I'll benefit from playing with, especially as that top female. So her game is relatively unknown. She did start very recently in pickleball. I think she's only been playing for a few months, but I played against her at a tournament, and she just having that college tennis background, she is big time in a tournament. She is clutch. So I'm glad I got that pick in.
So she won our October, the Fright Against Cancer MLP with a team with Jared and the people out of Jacksonville. So she's out of there, played UNF tennis. Very strong. I know she's developing her game right now, but this has incentivized her to keep moving, right? Like accelerated. So I know she's training. I know she's doing it. How has this first round looked for you? Did it go any way that you thought it was going to go?
Absolutely not. First two picks, yes. Just like you guys, I knew exactly who was going to go 1 and 2. I had an idea of who was going to be 3, and then after 3, everything just fell apart. I thought 3 was going to be 5. I thought 4 was going to be 6. I was like, what is happening right now? Like, it's a scramble. But I'm glad I got my girl. I'm glad I got my girl.
How fun is it to have something like this in Florida, man? This is cool, bud.
Man, it's insane. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while, and we've talked about this idea for a long time. So I'm glad y'all put this together. I think it's going to be really good. I'm down at the APP Miami right now, and a lot of buzz around the league. A lot of people have come up to me asking me about the league, about the whole draft process, what it's going to look like, what the event venues are going to be, how it works. There's so many questions, and the fact that people in Florida are paying attention only means that it's going to be soon that the rest of the country is paying attention to what we're doing down here.
Oh, we've gotten some messages. I wish we could show you guys.
Hey, I'm telling you, winner's going to take on Arizona, buddy.
All right. Thanks, BK. Okay. All right. So Evan Addington is our captain of the O-Town Bangers, and the pick is in Samantha Greenhunt with his first ladies pick.
Greenhunt, I think it is.
Pick, right? I mean, that's another South Florida training, doing her things. Martin, that's in your neck of the woods. Tell us about Samantha.
Like everybody else, great player. I'm surprised she fell that far. That's how good I think she is. She getting down all the way to the 7th pick, I think that was what you call a steal. And Evan Addington might have done more research than everybody else. We'll see if this is one of those picks that could really steal the draft and elevate the team into a championship team.
So fun. Well, and with his pick, he actually puts himself back on the clock because it's a snake draft. So he gets to go back on the clock for his 9th pick. So, it's funny. Is it better to be in the middle? Is it better to be at the top and the bottom? I mean, who knows, right? Like, we have no clue what it's going to shape up to be like right now for this. So, Evan, you are back on the clock and you have 1 minute.
That's the first
Chris.
round done.
Chris, what are these teams playing for?
Well, for one, the biggest prize is the $15,000 prize pool that we have. So, have we talked about the format of the whole league yet? I think some people know, but not everybody. So, the whole format is going to be 6 events, 1 per month, starting in May through October. So, the first 5 events are going to be the regular season. All the teams are going to meet up at the same location. They're going to play 3 other teams at each event. All of those games are going to count towards their seedings for the playoffs, which is going to be the 6th event in October. And that is going to be where they fight for the $15,000 prize pool and a double elimination team format tournament. So
that is going to be an all-out brawl.
And the bragging rights of winning the inaugural All-Florida Pro League season.
Thank you for not calling it first ever. Has he? I think he said, there it is. There it is. So we know what his female team is going to look like. So the first pick of the second round in the ladies draft, the O-Town Bangers select Ellie Skingley. That is a good pick. Oh, BK's reaction to that was not good. We can see them off screen a little bit. Hands in the air. I think he just tossed a chair. Martin, tell us about Ellie.
Ellie is in the Orlando-ish area, which is very beneficial to Evan, who resides in the same area. So that could be one of those picks where he knows he can train with her, he knows he can get reps, and build that chemistry and connection.
All right, let's bring Evan in to decide, and that means that the Jacksonville Sun, Zach Parks, is on the clock right now. And let's bring Evan in to talk to him about that pick.
Oh.
What's going on, Evan?
His audio is a little wonky right now.
Listen, we've been doing this. We've been doing this for how long? All right, Evan. There we go. All right. So, Evan having technical difficulties. Going with the O-Town. Staying local. Is the training being local going to matter? Right? We shall see. Oh. So that puts Zach on the board, right? I think it's coming in.
The reason Zach is next is because of a trade. Since this should have been the Flamingos if it was the actual snake draft, but it's part of the trade that him and BK did. So Zach will be up.
All right, so he's pulling in here. All right. So here we go. I think it's in. He put it in. Let's see what it is. The Jacksonville Suns select Madalena Gregorio. There she goes. Listen, I know Zach was down there watching the APP and watched her compete in the qualifiers. She made the main draw. She's played in several of our minor league events and our tournaments in general. Now that Zach has it, all right, that's going to put the Fort Myers Flamingos back on the clock. But let's get Zach in real quick to tell us about his female team. What's up, Zach?
What's up, gang?
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I got the top 2 ladies in the draft somehow at number 1 and number 10, so I'm very pleased. I had Madalena going in the top 4. Was very surprised to see her fall, and also pumped about it. Heather's a no-brainer. I traded my pick for her. Best lady in the draft. She's whooped my ass in tournaments many times. I think that's 17 to be exact. So it'd be nice to be on the same side.
But in all fairness, Zach, there's a lot of ladies that fit that description, right?
Yeah, there are. I can't draft them all though, but
yeah. So you're out of Jacksonville, right?
Yes, sir.
What made you want to put Heather and Madalena together? I mean, I know you feel Madalena dropped a little bit. What do you think of that team and that dynamic of Heather and Madalena?
Oh, that's going to be a tough team to beat. I see them going undefeated this season. I just got off the phone with Heather. She obviously was helping me with these ladies' picks, and we were in high consensus that Madalena was the right one.
Very nice. Very nice. Congratulations, Zach, out of Jacksonville Suns. Listen, we are I will admit, He's got an event that we're working on that should be pretty rowdy and lots of fun and fits that Jacksonville motto. So he's got a good, cool community event going, right?
Yes,
All right,
sir.
Zach, I'll let you get back to the war room, bud.
Thank you.
All right, that puts all right, what do we got? We got the Fort Myers Flamingos. Here we go. He has picked Emily Gaskins. Emily Gaskins going to the Fort Myers Flamingos. Right? That's an interesting pick. Martin, tell us about Emily.
Believe it or not, I don't know a whole lot, but I know. But I saw her a while back playing. In my only experience a while back in APP Atlanta, and yeah, she rips.
Dude,
I believe she just played the APP Miami with Evan, so that definitely could have been.
There is that, and then yeah, same as I was saying for Ellie with Evan. Emily, I believe, is in the Orlando area where BK is currently residing, so they can get a lot of playing time together.
I mean, that's what I love about this sport, right? Like, somebody's gonna come out and just do something that we've never seen. I've shared this with many people. The hope and the dream is first year we're gonna have a lot of fun, but if we can get somebody noticed, if we can help them with their dreams, whether they're known now or later, it's a win for us, right? Because what we're doing here is not just get on the court and beat each other up for money. It's much, much more. And so I think Emily's going to be one of those people that could just step up and really just knock it out of the park and showcase the talent and really get after it. So that puts the GNV Swamp on the clock for their second pick, right? Oh my gosh, it is going quick here. And Jahan has taken one of our locals with the 12th pick, Mandy Gabriel. Mandy Gabriel being selected. There's another lefty female, somebody that's kind of near and dear to me that I've watched really, really grow in this sport. Chris, you play with her a little bit, right?
Yeah, I played a pro tournament with her, and we practiced a bit since we live close together. Another great player. I love having a female lefty playing mixed. It's always great to have those two forehands in the middle, and she still covers line really well. So definitely going to be a strong player.
So it'll be interesting to see because Jahan is playing, right? So he's got the second pick, so he's going to be playing with with either Dominique or Mandy. And what's good is they're actually right next to each other, so they're going to be. They could train all the time together. So we'll see if that familiarity works. And Dominique is obviously the head pickleball director at the pickleball club. He has a facility to train at and do those things. And
they already play together, so they definitely have a little bit of chemistry already from just practice. So,
right. So I'd like to see. We'll see what happens there. All right, that puts the Lakeland Palms on the clock, and Nate and James. Let's see what they're gonna do. Let's see what they're gonna do. Text message or roll it in. I can't believe how people are actually really invested into their teams because we're already getting comments about bust or sleeper. All of it's coming in. I love it. I love all of it. Right. All right, here we go. The Lakeland Palms with the 13th pick take Lauren Hidalgo Smith. There we go.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we got to talk to Nate. We're going to bring him on. He just took here. You ready, Nate? I'm bringing you on, bud. Get ready. You're going to explain this one. Nate Yeager, poolside. Listen, I got to tell you, this is the best. This is the most Florida draft we could have with you just doing it by your pool.
It's a great night. Why not?
Phenomenal. It's snowing in other parts of the country.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, we ain't doing that.
No.
All right. So tell us what you know about Lauren. What made you want to pick her?
So
and what you think that's going to look like with Isabella?
So I didn't know much about her, but that's why the combine was great, because James all of a sudden grabbed me. James helping me do this, and he's like, "You got to come watch this girl." And it was Lauren, and pulled me over there, and she played insane. And so we felt like the two of them, Isabella and Lauren, I think they're going to be a great match. Isabella is very aggressive, and I felt like Lauren moved well to kind of match up with her.
Nice. And so, Nate, you're the director over at Lone Palm, where the Lone Palm Classic, where the very famous, the match was had at Lone Palm Classic, right?
Yes.
Tell us a couple of things that you're doing for your team that are going to help prepare them for being better professionals.
Yeah, I'm hoping to bring them in a couple times and put them to work and help them make some money. I get to do a lot of clinics out of our club, and I'm going to bring them in and help me do a couple clinics, and then give them a chance to train so that they win this thing.
It's going to be incredible. That is a great spot to train in Lakeland, Florida, kind of near and dear to my heart too, because growing up in Winter Haven. So Nate, definitely appreciate you. I'll let you and James get back to the war room there. And we got more picks. The Sarasota Manatees are on the clock. All right, here we go. The Sarasota Manatees select Jessica Cortez. Here we go. Martin, tell us about look at that. Jessica Cortez goes with the 14th pick. What do you think about that?
I think it's great. From earlier research, I believe she has the highest singles duper out of all the women in the draft. And with singles happening at each event, part of the team format, there's going to be a rotating singles game. It's going to be very important to have that one woman that can really show up and play singles. So in that aspect, I think that's a great pick.
All right. That puts the St. Pete Icebergs on the clock. Chris, tell us about that rotating singles that Martin just mentioned, because that's also part of the format to show off people that do have a single skill set.
Yeah, so we definitely wanted to include singles and not just have it be something that happened occasionally whenever the team's tied. So the whole match is going to be 1 men's doubles, 1 women's doubles, 2 mixed doubles. And then even if you're tied, or even if you're not tied and it's 3-1, you're going to play a rotating singles game with 1 female and 1 male from each team that switch out every 4 points. So instead of all 4 players playing, it's just going to be 2 players. So not everybody on your team has to be a great singles player and have that effect, but we still wanted to showcase it a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, so that's a fun feature, because again, allowing people to show off that skill set, and those captains being able to make their picks based on that was something we definitely wanted to do, right? All right, here we go. We got the St. Pete Icebergs on the clock. That pick is coming in right now. All right, here we go. The Icebergs take Paula Matier right there. How do you like that Spanish accent right there, Martin?
Muy bueno, señor.
I mean, I'm working on it, folks. We got the Miami Blaze team, so I want to make sure we include everybody. That puts the Miami Blaze actually on the clock for the final pick in the female side of the draft. It is shaping up pretty good. Jessica played. You know Jessica, right, Martin?
Jessica?
You mean Paula?
Paula, sorry, Paula.
Here.
Not too well, but yes, briefly. I think both Bella and Paula play in Del Rey, so that could be one of the reasons they're matched up together. They can get that practice in, baby.
We're just watching Carlos is sweating. Why are you sweating so much behind the scenes? I mean, that's an interesting pick, so we'll see what happens. And the Miami Blaze here on the clock with the final pick. And, look at that. What a great pick. Now, Christine has to pick herself. So the last pick in the female side of the draft for the All Florida Pro League is Christine Marseco.
Woo!
Hey! I wonder what drove her to pick herself. No, that's good. That rounded out pretty good. Where's Christine? Let me see. Where you at here? All right, get ready. You're coming on. You ready? Here we go. Christine, what's up?
I'm so surprised. Thank you for picking me.
So we did pick Christine down there. Christine and I go way back to running some minor league stuff together. Actually, the first ever minor league was we were in that one together. Good community person, obviously good competitor, loves to compete, and also coaching. She still won't let me into her Instagram live streams yet, but we'll get in there eventually. Christine, right? Tell us about how you felt as a captain. What has it been like being a captain and being in that community in South Florida and everybody asking you questions, people trying to bribe you to be on the team? What's that been like for you?
It's been a lot of fun. I knew a lot of the girls, so I think I had an advantage of, listen, there's so many good players here, even great girls that just either we had the same game or I just didn't know that I didn't think it'd be the best fit. So every girl is great, and I think I had an advantage knowing most of them to kind of be having a heads up on what I needed for my team, for me. But community-wise, it's been great. Everyone asks questions. I had people texting me like, "I have anxiety. Can you let me know what's happening?" And I'm like, "I don't know either." And I didn't know how the girls was going to shake out. So I had kind of my list and pros and cons of each, and it took me a long time because I was afraid to hit the send button. So I'm excited. It's going to be good.
That's awesome. And so you got an event coming up with the Florida Panthers, April 11th. You just found out about that right now. It's going to be happening there. So Miami Blaze, we're looking to get some stuff down there with them too. Thank you, Christine. I know you got the guys is coming up right now. It's going to move quick. The guys is going to move so fast. Ready here? Thank you, Christine.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, here we go. We got the O-Town Bangers are on the clock with the first pick on the male side. This is the male side, so
here we go.
This is a highly debated one. This one could go really anywhere.
This is going to be a complete. Can I say
we
it?
Have no idea.
Show.
No.
Yes, you can.
We have made mock draft after mock draft after mock draft to see what the guy side was going to be like. What I'm scared most about is I have a hard time pronouncing some of these guys' names. Yeah, so it's been fun, man. While Evan is picking. Oh,
that was quick.
All right, play the sound, Chris. There we go.
It's automatic. What do you mean?
Yeah. The O-Town Bangers, Evan Addington, select Davis Carvalho, a.k.a. Dirty Dave. Right? All right, Evan. You ready now? You got your sound working? Where you at? All right. Here you go. You're coming on. Stop clicking. What's up, Evan Addington? How you doing, bud?
Doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing good, bud. How's this draft been shaking out for you?
Man, yeah, the women's side was a little stressful with the way everything went down, but excited about the team.
Yeah, so you picked Davis with your first guy pick. That's going to be your partner. What made you pick Davis?
Well, I still have to pick my second pick, David. But Davis and I got a little practice in a few weeks ago, and I liked the game. I liked what he's doing, the way he's serious, man. The guy's training. I don't know if you've listened to Greg Dow's podcast, but yeah.
Haven't we all?
Yeah. So I'm excited to play with him and then match up him for mixed. So I was going back and forth knowing I had the first pick. I was able to kind of set the team up a little bit, and I can't believe Samantha fell to me. So yeah, excited.
All right, so you're out of Orlando, Florida. We got plenty of things happening, and you've got a spotlight on you right now. Well, spotlight binoculars. I will reveal. I got a little call from a MLP team that might or might not be in Orlando named the Squeeze. They're definitely watching the league, going to do some fun stuff together in that community, and they're definitely going to be good times. So it's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Excited for that.
O-Town. I've spent many nights in O-Town.
Good man. And I had to pick a banger, a true and true banger with Ellie Stingley. So if anybody knows Ellie's game,
there you go. Nice.
You just
all right, Evan. I'll
strategy.
let you see how the rest of this thing shakes out. And I love the trash talk going on behind here. This is great.
all right.
All right, there we go. That means that the Fort Myers Flamingos are on the clock.
They're ready. And I will help you with this one, David, because I know you're not going to be able to pronounce it. But with the second male pick, it is Nate's Sitar.
Yes.
From St. Pete, Tampa area.
Nate Sitar coming in, second pick overall. BK had a strategy, and he has not moved off of it. He played minor league with him. So he definitely sees something there and wants that continuity behind that, right? So the Fort Myers Flamingos with a very, very familiar team, right? So you got BK, Nate, Florencia, Emily. I think he's played with all of them.
Yep, that's definitely what he's going for.
That's exactly what he's going for. All right, that puts the Miami Blaze on the clock for their first male pick. Yeah, I mean, so it's, one of the things that we were unsure of was were the captains going to go after like people they knew? Was it going to be relationship driven? Was it going to be location driven? So, I mean, we really didn't know because we tried to let them do their own thing and, have their own say over the team. And I couldn't tell half the time what was true and what was not true from them, because some of them were just trying to be sly about it, which was fun, So we definitely get a chance to see the way this is shaking out, right? So first round, we had a shocker. Second round, we had some people drop. So this third round, Davis, I could see, right? He didn't get a chance to go to the combine. Nate
Talk
was
about
there.
Talent. First pick with no combine. What a guy.
I mean, that's a risk. That's a risk, right? So, the guy's side, talking to some MLP teams, it's really is up in the air about what is the best strategy. Are you going after that super aggressive left side guy? Are you going after the left side female first? Like, even at the higher levels, they're still figuring a lot of stuff out too. Now, the other cool part is, we have somebody that we're teaming up with from for the operating software of the league. So we have PB Rally. So we'll have stats on the players and how they do and how they perform as a team. And then we are using Duper. So Duper's algorithms there with projections on who's going to win. We've got some cool stuff lined up to really, make this as high quality as we can, doing things the way we do it, right? Martin, what's the most exciting part of the league for you right now?
We're going to have to pause you.
Oh!
The pick come in.
The pick is in.
Where is it?
Right there. In front of you. Come on.
I don't see it. Where is it? Martin,
what's Baneda has been picked by the Miami Blaze.
The Miami Blaze select Val Baneda.
Oh my gosh. We're talking about chemistry, and there it is. All right, that puts the St. Pete Icebergs on the clock. So Val goes. I think she's played like one or two tournaments with Val.
1 or 2,000.
Yeah, no kidding. That's all right. That's Filipino. That's Pinoy power right there. So, so it's good to go there. That is another familiar pick, right?
Yeah.
Lefty? Val's a lefty?
Yep.
Yep. Lefty.
Yeah. Couple lefties going in the first couple rounds. Very interesting.
So, the left side guys. I mean, I got to tell you, we're 4 picks into the first round of the men, and a couple of people haven't gotten picked yet, and I'm pretty shocked because the St. Pete Icebergs, they can definitely make a steal right now. There's a couple people that are out there that can absolutely flat out ball, and they're still available. Chris, what are your thoughts so far on this?
I mean, yeah, definitely three great players. I think Davis and Val were definitely people that we knew were going to go early on. Nate's is a relatively new player, so very good player. I drove with him sometimes here in St. Pete. He just moved to the area, so
A lot of upside.
I'm not surprised that he went early. Some other people might be, but he's definitely gonna come out and play very well. So I'd like to see how much he improves over this league, because as a relatively new player, I think it's gonna be great for him.
Oh, for sure. For sure. The St. Pete Iceberg's got to be sweating. There it is. There it is. Oof. The St. Pete Iceberg select. Oof. Maximus.
Max.
Jeez.
Max. He
Maximes.
told me he wanted to pronounce his whole name.
It's Maximes.
Maximes. I can't say that last name.
Maximes.
I tried like 100 times. At the combine, I couldn't even get it right. Right? Kajuvis.
All right.
Sorry, Max. He tried. He really did.
I love you, Max. Now, listen, I was talking with him. He is fired up.
Oh, he's pumped.
He is fired up about this league. Like, we have got a chance to see him play a few of our events. This dude can flat out ball.
He wanted to go last pick.
That is a great pick. That puts the Lakeland Palms on the clock. But holy crap. Hey, let's bring Carlos and Graham back in. Ready? Hey, you guys are coming back in. Here we go.
You're back.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
It's a lot going on in the war room at the Racket Club of St. Petersburg.
We might be moving the icebergs down south.
Yeah.
I might be getting a job at the fort for lawyer there. I have to move down there.
There you go. We can work on that for you.
There you go.
Listen, tell us about Max.
So I saw Max in the combine, and I really like him from the get go. I think he's from Slovenia or Slovakia. I think it's Slovenia. Latvia. Sorry, he's from the same country as Ernest Gulbis. So guys from those countries just have a great work ethic, and they're so good at racket sports. And I got in the call with Bella, and they're very good friends with Max. They played together, so it was an easy pick for us.
So you're going after some familiarity. You're going after work ethic. Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, it was either familiarity or like local, but like all the local players got picked, so we have to go for familiarity now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask one question of your co-captain, Graham. I mean, obviously having elevated with MLP experience, owning a team, things like that. What do you think of the league?
This league's incredible. I'm really impressed. I mean, just the chime button you guys have for this draft picking.
Let's go.
Is better than MLP's draft. So I got the scroll on the bottom telling me the picks. Like, you can't beat this.
Thank you, guys. All right. We'll let you get back to the war room. Thanks, guys. The chime is really Chris is just trying to make me go faster. All right, the Lakeland Palms. Ooh, they get a Lakeland native, somebody who came out to our event, Drew Holder. Drew Holder getting picked in the first round. Lakeland guy came out to our CHS charity event yesterday, was chopping it up with the players. I mean, that's a high character, has been around the game for a long time. Really solid guy right there with that pick. All right, that puts the Sarasota Manatees in their first male pick on the clock, right? I mean, we know Drew well. Drew's played like every one of our events. Yeah. Chris, what's the next event? Or Martin, I should ask you this. Martin, what's our next event that we have coming up?
Our next event is the Sebastian Strong Classic at the Miami Open.
That's right.
Strong
What's cool about that?
What's cool is not only it's happening during the Miami Open, the tennis tournament, massive tournament, but it's also benefiting. Sebastian Strong is a charity that helps kids with cancer. So being able to put on tournaments that not only like people can have a good time at, but actually do some good, there's nothing better than that.
You haven't seen it yet. I got to see the T-shirts that they're giving away for entry, and you get tickets to the singles, women's singles finals, right? But the T-shirts are sick. Like they're real T-shirts. They're not like some, hey, here's a logo, and these things are nice. Like they're good stuff. So Sebastian Strong, go into pickleball brackets, sign up, round robin play, all the good stuff, and then come and enjoy the environment. We're taking over the tennis courts, so pickleball's taking over tennis in Miami while they're down there. All right, here you go. Here we go. You ready? With their first male pick, the Sarasota Manatees select Chris Crouch.
Who is that guy?
Boss. No, what a great pick. Listen, Chris, I got to ask you. You're right here, buddy. How does it feel to be picked in the pro league?
It's awesome. I mean,
sick.
Yeah, I mean, especially playing for the Manatees. I know Martin's going to be jealous if he doesn't make it on this team that I get to rep them. So
yeah.
Forward to it. And
Congrats, I guess.
I've played with Macy and Jessica before, so both of those girls would be happy to play with either of them in mixed. So it's going to be exciting to see who my men's partner is, because Sarasota doesn't have a playing captain. So
they will be picking down there at the bottom. And just so everybody's aware, like Chris being a player in the league, right, won't have any direct decision making. He still works in the company, so he'll be the admin.
You're fired. Congrats on playing, though.
But because he's a player, we will remove him from decision making and things like that, because we want to foster. He's a good player. I know he's not happy about his APP showing, but Del Rey's pretty amazing.
Yeah, they must have not seen. They must have not seen.
Yeah, beating previous silver medalists is such a weak performance, I guess.
I mean, listen, you did take down some OG studs, man. That was so fun to watch. I did like that.
Josh Elliott really put in work there.
Josh Elliott, that's right. You played with Josh there. All right, here we go. That puts the St. Pete Icebergs back on the clock. That's right. So this is another trade.
Yeah, so something really interesting that happened is that St. Pete Icebergs in Gainesville, the GMB Swamp, traded their picks. So St. Pete actually has 2 first-round male picks, and GNB Swamp has 2 second-round male picks. And GNB traded up for higher women's picks, so definitely valued the female picks higher than the male picks.
There we go. Martin, how do you feel about that?
I think it's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see how it works out.
That's incredible. That is incredible. All right, let's see what the St. Pete Icebergs are going to do. I'm watching their war room right now, and they're like arguing back and forth. This is pretty interesting as they put in there. Oh
my goodness.
And with their second male pick.
This is hilarious.
Simon, he just has one name. He has one name. I remember at Miami, he's like, I have one name. Simon out of South Florida. Lee Zong he's down there. Is their second male pick. That's an interesting pick. He was somebody that he played. If you look at our Palm Beach Gardens, he played with Bella, I believe, right? In the minor league event we had down there. He also played the South Beach Slam that was on Lincoln Road. He's a grinder. He's been working hard for this. And now he's a first-round pick. Super proud of him. He was just out in California. I remember the first time I watched him play was an event. One of the events we had up here. I was like, he played with Riza Zalamita and showed out. And I know he's grinding in that Boca area. Martin, you know Simon.
Yeah, and Simon knows everybody on that team. That really is we might need to change the name to Del Rey Icebergs or something. I think they're all pretty good friends. There's a lot of chemistry there.
All right, that puts Zach Parks and the Jacksonville Suns on the clock.
That was the first pick of the second round for males, so we are into the second round.
No.
Let's see here.
All right, that puts the
there's
Jacksonville
one more
Suns.
One more pick. Yeah, this is the last
One more
pick of the first round.
Yeah, they threw us off by doing
Oh,
those
because
two
St. Pete
picks.
had 2, right? I just said that. Silly me.
Listen, Chris is still excited about getting picked. I see messages. I see them texting him. I see him, going back and forth. The war rooms are hilarious right now. I see cell phones going off. Zach Parks is like trying to figure this out. Look at him. He's got like 18 sheets of paper.
And he can't
figure out which one to look at.
This could be the steal of the draft.
Be his playing partner.
Oh.
Oh, and he takes. Oh wait, you gotta wait.
That's not what I thought was going to happen.
Local. Federico Nani Betty coming out there with the last man in the first round pick. The Miami Blaze are now on the clock. Wow, that's it. Let's pull Zach back up here. I want to ask him a couple questions here. Let's pull Zach back up. All right, here we go. Zach, what's up, buddy? Good to see you again.
Howdy, boys. Glad to be back.
How are you? How do you feel about the draft and how it's going? I know you know Fetty well, but I want to ask you about the draft. How's that looking?
Yeah, I'm pumped the way the draft is going. Wasn't sure Fetty would still be on the board. Still relatively new to pickleball. He's from Jacksonville, so we're training together. He's getting better every day. Easy pick. Finals are in 6 months. He's going to be a 6'5" duper by then.
So you have, really, you have 3 players that are right around you.
No.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
No, Heather and
I think Jacksonville is North Florida.
Yeah.
And then Miami is South Florida. Yeah.
Miami is South. Yeah.
No, where's Fetty out of? Didn't they
Jax.
play out of?
Federico lives in Jacksonville, but Heather and
Madalena,
Madalena live down in South Florida.
Yeah.
My ladies are down south, and depending on who the last guy is so far,
I got some familiarity there.
Yeah.
So they will get to practice together. Are you excited about the league?
Oh yeah, league is gonna be a blast. I'm a captain in another local league, so I'm excited to do it on a more statewide scale and take the talents to the rest of Florida.
Oh baby, here we go. You've been the best trash talker. I will give you that. All right, Zach. I'll let you watch how the rest of this thing shapes out.
Sounds good.
Dude, there's some crazy people left up on the board,
bro. So many good people that are left. I'm like, I knew Fetty would. I put him as a first round pick after that combine, right?
Yeah, no, he played great.
We're trying not to give these players, but like we're looking at some of this draft stock and we're like, wow. Let's see what the Miami Blaze do, because this is going to finalize their draft, right?
Should.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Besides any substitutes if they need, but I believe Heather and Madalena can make it to every event. So
every event they're in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Miami, right? The Miami Blaze here. Let's gonna see what they're gonna do. And oh, there he is. You ready?
Oh ho ho.
It's in. It's in. Miami Blaze, round 2, pick number 1, Mike Forster.
That's a snag.
Yeah.
That is a snag.
That is a great.
Ready?
Yeah.
Mike Forster, right? Teaching every day, has a paddle in his hand every day. High, top quality guy, has been grinding and making some real noise. He obviously they're a little bit all over the state, but I hear there might be some moves and some shakeups that might change that, and they might be, pretty close together to be able to practice. So there might be some moves there that they'll be working together. I'm excited to see what happens with some of these captains and like if they're able to, play tournaments together. If we see some, possible teams, right? Just doubles partners in some of these tour stops, because, we did design this at stops that don't overlap like major stops that they're going to play in, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was important. All right, the GNV Swamp are on the clock. Nope. Who's that? Just kidding. All right.
Is it in?
What's the GMV Swamp gonna do? Martin, tell us who they're picking.
They're picking TC Anderson.
TC Anderson, GNV Swamp, first pick in the male round. Where's he out of, Martin?
Believe it or not. Well, originally he's from Gainesville, but but he's currently in Tampa. But
Right.
yeah, Gainesville, a legend.
That is a pick that is all familiarity, right? Like that pick is gonna be like that's why that pick is there, right? He's over there having a good time. TC's his first pick, so TC's gonna get a chance to show his talent there for the GNV Swamp. Is Jahan still there? Yeah. So that'll be a good one. That puts the Sarasota Manatees and their second male pick on the clock. So let's see what they're going to do here. Oh my gosh!
It is it's the Manatees up next. You said, oh, it is.
Yep. That just came through.
Wow. Also insane that he fell this low, but
John Cangelosi playing for the Sarasota Manatees. All right, Jason, give me a thumbs up if you and Erica want to come in here and then talk through this. Ready? I got to get you in here. You got one of your players. There you go.
Yay.
What's going on, guys?
Well, we're giddy.
Yeah.
I bet you are. Hold on real quick. I got to let the Lakeland Palms know that they're on the clock, okay? Hey, so John Cangelosi falling second round pick. You guys were high on him from the get-go.
Thank you. Appreciate your help. That's a steal for us. We actually got almost the exact team that we have been talking about for however many weeks right now.
So what do you have Chris right here, right?
Yep.
What are you looking forward to most out of this team overall?
I think for us, it's we wanted to stay as local as possible. Get training in, get just team building in, as well. This is a 6-month season, and so we're looking, at the long game of this. We love that there are people that have either played together. I'm getting a lot of feedback. Jason, I'm hanging up on you. All right. We've been on the phone for an hour and 15 minutes. And so yeah, I think just the team building aspect, there may or may not have been a text or two to Chris as well. Jason was awesome at the scouting event. I had to be in Mexico. And so he took the scouting and gave me some great feedback on everyone as well.
What a tough gig right there. Yeah, Jason, you were at the combine. What did you like about John's game that made you want to pick him?
Oh,
he's got to unmute.
I think I'm not sure what the sound is.
Or maybe not. All right.
No
okay. That's okay, Jason. Yeah.
So,
Erica, tell us about John. The matchup of John and Chris.
Yeah. With John being a lefty, I think that's a tremendous bonus for a lot of reasons that will stay true to our team and with the women that we were able to choose and get. I think that it's a phenomenal matchup. And so we were also looking at the singles aspect and making sure that we had people that just crushed that as well. And so love that we were able to be local, love that we were able to get really almost the exact team that we were out for. So
that's fun. That is fun. I'm glad you guys got that team. All right. we're going to put you back into the war room here. And then the Lakeland Palms are up. I believe they're sending in their pick now. You guys have a good rest of your night here, and we'll get through this second round. All right, here it comes. The Lakeland Palms select Mario Figueredo.
You had it.
There we go, Mario. So you got Mario and Drew playing together, right? It was a little like fire and ice. I mean, Mario, putting on a show down at Palm Beach Gardens, getting picked up by the Dank and all kinds of stuff, and then all of a sudden became like the Cafe con Leche expert of Miami or something. Right? I mean, that's solid. That's a solid player dropping into the second round. Nate, you're coming back on. Here we go. No,
he's thumbs down.
Okay, all right. I want to hear more. He's in the war room, literally, like a war room. In there, so he's got Mario in there. That puts the GMV Swamp back on. Jahan is a playing captain, so he selects himself to be able to round out his team. So that team's got a lot, a little familiarity there with what out of there, and they're going to be hosting a tournament up in Gainesville. They're working on that, so the GMV Swamp will be doing that. That's going to be Mandy, Dominique, TC, Jahan going to task there on their team. That's going to round them off. I think they can all. I'm not sure about, but I think they can all make the events. All right, so that puts the Fort Myers Flamingos on the clock. I don't know. That's what I said. So we got BK with his endless trades now coming to pick himself in the second round. This makes it easy. So easy. BK picks himself. All right, BK, here we go. Ready? You're coming on. I know you love the mic. Ready? All right, so real quick, that puts the Jacksonville Suns on the clock, and then I guess all the picks are done. We got to see, right? He did pick him. Help, Zach. If you're picking yourself, type it in there. Let's see, BK, how you doing, bud?
We are doing fantastic, brother.
Great.
I did have 2 picks stolen at 9 and 10. I wanted Ellie first at 11, and then Evan ended up taking her at 9. I wanted Madalita after that, and she ended up going 10. So I had back-to-back picks stolen, but again,
BK,
Emily would have been my first pick.
You know this is live, right? And they could hear you saying that.
100%. 100%. I do know that. I also texted them that. So they already know.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, Emily would have been my first pick. She just can't make 2 events. So I'm glad I have the number 1 sub pick. So I'm gonna get my first 2 events. I'm gonna get the girl for my first 2 events with my first sub pick, and then we'll call it a day.
Nice,
nice,
buddy.
Solid work.
You excited about your team?
I am very excited with my team. Again, Nate, as I said, I went with chemistry first in this one. Nate and I train together all the time. Great drilling partner. I think he's somebody that has a lot of potential in this game. I think by the time this league ends, you'll see that he's worth that number 2 pick. And he's still going to be playing right side with me, but soon enough he'll be taking that left side spot.
There we go.
But I think that's going to be fantastic. Flo's another one of those. I think she's an absolute sleeper. Also, not a lot of experience, but she's got mad potential playing college tennis before as well. So I think with Flo and Emily, we got a real powerhouse women's squad there. So we're going to be able to drive through some women in this one. That's
awesome, bud. That's awesome. All right, Zach just picked himself with the Jacksonville Suns pick, and that will put the O-Town Bangers and Evan Addington on the clock to see what he does. All right, BK, back to the war room.
Thank you, brother.
All right, here we go. All right, so yeah, these captains are picking teams, but there's also players that will stay on the waiver wire. That way, if somebody gets injured or anything like that, they will have a pool of people to be selected from. We have people that are going to stay on kind of the all Florida pickleball roster, and then they will be they'll be available for captains if something happens. And then there's always me and Martin, right? I mean, I can't believe I didn't go in the first round. All right, Evan Addington, and he selects himself. Okay, he was trying to tease us a little bit that he might not. Okay, so the teams are rounded off right now, but we did design this a little bit so that players could play tour stops, and it is over the summer, so some people had already had obligations, and they did let the captains know. So there are subs, okay? So they can pick subs for themselves, right? So if they need a sub, they can, right? So what you're going to see now are substitute players. The substitutes can't play unless one of the main players is off. So it's not like they can just switch in and out. One of their main players has to be out, okay?
Yeah, but these subs are going to be pretty important because there's only 5 of the regular season events, so they're making up 20% of your basically seeding.
Of your points, yep.
These are still very important.
Yes. All right, so here we go. The Flamingos pick is in. Oh, we didn't put that.
It's in. Come on, David.
No, I'm waiting for the sound. All right, so BK and the Fort Myers Flamingos, their first sub is Grayson Hall. Grayson Hall. And that puts the GMV Swamp on the clock for that, all right? All right, so the GMV Swamp.
Well, that's another very local pick for BK. I know BK, Nates, and Grayson have played minor leagues together, so
they just played Miami, Nates and Grayson.
Yep.
So definitely a lot of players that know each other pretty well. And you will see Grayson, I think, at least 2 events because Emily is unable to make it to 2 of them. So you're going to see basically all the girls on that team for a couple different events.
Yep. All right. Martin, announce that GMV Swamp one.
Ooh, how do you say that last name? The GNV Swamp as their first sub, select Kyler, and we'll leave it at that. Kyler, I'll try. Pasiga. Oh, did I bang it?
I think it's Pasiga.
Pasiga. Oh, there you go.
There we
Kyler
go.
Pasiga, congratulations to you.
All right, Sarasota Manatees, you're on the clock. I don't know if you need a sub or not.
You never know.
Martin, how you feeling, bro? Draft is rounding off. How you feeling?
This is sick. The teams look absolutely solid. I honestly have no idea who's going to win this. I thought you would come out of it with some like super team, but like I feel like a lot of them look like super teams.
I mean,
so we'll see.
Pretty solid. Pretty solid stuff.
They're looking good.
All right, let's see. Nope. All right, they don't need a sub. Lakeland Palms. Lakeland Palms are on the clock here for the sub pick. All right, Lakeland Palms are on the clock. The subs are getting interesting because they're like, they really do have to strategize on who's going to make it, who's not there. Yeah. Martin, we have another tournament coming up in Lakeland. Speaking of the Lakeland Palms, what's our tournament coming up?
In Lakeland at Kelly Rec? Is that the one?
That's the one.
We're hosting a tournament with Father's Heart Ministry.
What do they do?
Father's Heart Ministry, it helps kids that are – this is a pretty heavy topic for a draft, David. But you got to talk about stuff. They help kids that are being sexually trafficked in primarily Latin America and Nicaragua, or in Guatemala, sorry. But yeah, they help the children, which is absolutely great. They do a lot of great work. Show them a what?
Show them the sleeve on the shirt, bud. That's what we do.
Oh, wrong way.
Charity. Yeah. That's a
Charity,
good charity.
community, and competition.
So that's a good one. All right. The Lakeland Palms, right? They just selected a female, Andrea Sucre. There we go. A Tampa native coming into the draft. She's going to be their sub on the female side. That's a solid pick. She's, definitely been grinding and getting ready for this thing, has been excited about it. Ready to go. St. Pete Icebergs, you are on the clock for your female sub. Here we go. Listen, I got to tell you, watching these war rooms and watching the text messages and the papers flying, Evan Addington during this whole thing, I think he must have walked 875,000 steps going back and forth trying to figure out what he's doing. It was actually fun watching him. Look, he just poked up. Yeah, I mean, I think that they were
Looks like Icebergs have passed their pick because they don't need a sub, so it's on to the Miami Blaze now.
The Miami Blaze, if they need a sub, they can pick now. There we go. All right, no woman needed there. The Jacksonville Suns, I don't think they need a woman.
Wait. Reverse it. We have some word coming in.
Okay. All right. Okay, we got you. We got some stuff coming in here through the chat groups. It's starting to get a little interesting here. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. We got some stuff coming in here.
We got some controversy.
Girl then guy.
Well, no. So the sub rounds were any gender. It was only if you needed players. So the Sarasota Manatees are going to pick up Ryan Missick as their sub.
Oh, look at that. Here we go. So a little confusion in the middle, but the Sarasota Manatees, Ryan Missick, wow, as a sub going in the third round there. There you go.
Glad we got that sorted.
Yeah, we got that sorted out there. First year, let's go. Lakeland Palms. Yeah. Lakeland Palms back up, right? So guy or girl here?
Well, no, they already picked.
We're okay.
I think.
No, they didn't.
Oh, they didn't.
Oh, yeah, they Andreas.
Anybody? So they're going to pass.
No, Andreas Gray.
They got Andreas.
Right. Okay. There we look at this. Look at this rodeo back on track here.
Baby, let's go.
All right, St. Pete. St. Pete pass. Okay. Jacksonville Suns. Jacksonville Suns. Do they need anybody? Oh, Zach Parks picks up Josh Elliott as his sub for on the male side. All right, there we go. Evan Addington's on the O-Town Bangers. Let's see what their sub's going to look like.
We have a retroactive pick coming out of the Miami
Christine
Blaze.
Did come in with one. People are just typing names. I love it. She does need a guy. Oh, there we go. Another Sarasota person coming out of the draft. Christine Marseco and the Miami Blaze take Ben Yu as their substitute male player. There we go. Another guy coming out. Plays a lot of events. Love Ben. All right, so there we go. They are Josh Elliott. Now, Evan, if he needs a sub, I love that this sub draft is just rapid fire whoever else.
They're just going crazy.
Watching the screen going, what in the world?
Hey, we're back on track.
O-Town Bangers, are they taking a sub? Oh, yep. Chase Blocker comes off the board as a sub for the O-Town Bangers. All right, if you need another one, you can pick another one, Evan, with the O-Town Bangers. Here we go. Does he need another one? Here we go. I love that this is how the draft is ending. This is cool. Yeah,
this is awesome.
Evan, you could. There we go. Yep. Evan's good. Well, we'll determine that, bud. But, you don't need a pick. Okay. All right. The Jacksonville Suns. The Jacksonville Suns. Are they taking another one? No. You have to take a guy and a girl. Yeah, you got to take a guy and a girl. Guy and a girl. So if you pick the guy in the first round,
Yep.
pick the guy in the first round,
Who we
pick
got
a girl
next?
in the second round. Here we go.
So any pick, Zach? Yeah.
What is he doing?
We're updating the sheet for him so he can see who's been picked.
Okay.
Yeah,
Carlos just chugged a beer. He's
should
glad
be
this
good
is
to go
over.
now, Zach. That should be updated.
Wait. Now.
Here we go. We're watching the board as it happens. Here we go.
There it is. The pick is in.
Victoria Shin. Here we go. There it is. All right, there's his. All right, who we got? The Miami Blaze. Do you need another player?
Oh my God, Mom!
All right, the O-Town Bangers take Martin Michelson as their substitute guy.
Mom, I made it.
You get one or the other. One guy, one girl as a sub.
Well,
you get one guy, one girl as a sub.
No, they can pick either because Evan picks Chase as his first sub.
Oh,
right.
Martin. He wants Martin.
Yeah. The subs
Martin,
can be either
Martin
because
just wants to be an O-Town banger. All right.
the
All right.
subs can be
So
either.
let's get this back on track here. The subs are throwing us off. Who did Zach take?
Victoria.
Oh, Victoria, right? Okay. And then we got the Miami Blaze. Who do we got here? I don't think she needs anybody. All right. Christine, do you need anybody or are you good? Golden. Well, we'll see. Okay, here we go. St. Pete Icebergs. Carlos, you want a sub? You need another sub or you good?
He passed the first round, so I'm assuming no.
We'll see.
I mean, who knows? Based on the way everything's going, who knows? All right, you good? On subs? Oh, Carlos takes himself as a sub. Good pick, bud. That's my coach. There you go. All right, here we go. Lakeland Palms, do you need a sub? Here we go. Nate, thumbs up, thumbs down. You need a sub? No, good to go. All right. Sarasota Manatees, do they need a sub? Oh, we might have a trade for the subs. Here we go. Sarasota Manatees, do you need a sub? You taking a sub? David Tabb still on the board. Just putting it out there. No.
No, I think that is the end of it.
I mean, hey, let's bring BK. BK, you can't play for two teams. All right, let's bring these captains back on out of their war rooms. Now that we've wrapped up, we're going to bring them in. I think we can only bring in a certain amount, right?
We can't bring them all in now.
Chris, you got it. You can't be on this one. You're a player now.
Right.
All right, here we go. Ready? Watch this. Yeah.
This is going to get hectic.
Yeah, it is. Just the way we like to do it.
Did y'all get my second sub?
Yeah, Clifford Joseph.
Thank you.
Clifford Joseph. All right. Orlando guy.
Knowing me, I
There
am
you
going
go.
to get injured by the end of this thing, so yeah, I do need a guy sub.
Yeah.
I will hurt myself by the end of this.
How you guys feeling? Well, so here, real quick, right? Just a rundown. We'll start with O-Town Bangers. Evan, how'd you feel about the first ever All Florida Pro League draft?
Man, it's exciting. I think I think you guys set a pretty great precedence for the future. We might have to iron out some of the substitute rounds, but yeah, I'm excited, man. I think you guys did a great job setting this up. Just happy to be a part of it.
BK, any final thoughts?
Yeah, no, I love this. Evan stole a lot of things from me. He stole the Orlando name from me. He stole 2 of my players. Evan's just wrecking my life right now, but it's all good. We'll see. We'll take it on the court. I love it.
There you go. Christine, any final, any finals? How do you feel about your team, and how do you feel about the league going into the first event? What are you doing to prep?
I mean, I got my exact team. I don't know what y'all are doing, but I mean, I've already played with obviously Val, and I play with Brooke, and Val and Mike are ready to go. So we're just gonna probably meet up a few days early and do our best.
All right. Carlos with the St. Pete Icebergs, buddy. Any final thoughts?
All good. All good.
How'd you feel about your first draft?
Man, it gets hectic. It gets very hectic.
Good.
It was fun.
All right, cool, man. I know Nate's occupied right now. He's got the kids over there. So, we have, let's see, who else? Erica.
Yeah.
First ever Pro League draft. I know you were hitting up some of the pros on your end in Mexico for some advice. What are your thoughts so far about the first year and how those teams shaped up?
I think it's going to be an awesome season. Looking at the different teams, I think everyone, it sounds like, drafted a lot of the team, people that they wanted, and a couple steals here and there, but I think it's going to be an awesome season.
It is going to be fun. Zach, any final thoughts, bud?
A quick last minute sub pick. Ignacio Delia just got drafted to the Gainesville Swamp as a sub, so he'll be on that team.
There we go. All right, Zach, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm pumped with my team. I can't believe some of the errors that the other captains made, and it'll show in 6 months or so. I mean, I got a first rounder as my sub. It's crazy.
Look, this was definitely a lot of fun. I want to make sure, we say thank you to you guys for doing what you're doing and putting the time and the effort. It was definitely a lot of fun leading up to this. And now the real work starts, right? So, look, we're going to see the fans in the comments. We're going to post about your team, and now you're going to see what the fans all think about in your cities. Think about your squad. We're looking forward to that May event. It is going to be in Fuego, and then June is going to be at Pictona, and we're also running a minor league event at the same time, and that is going to be bananas. So really looking forward to a lot of these events. July at Bardmore, going to be a good one. I mean, you've got a couple local teams and a bunch of local players, so that'll be big fanfare. Palm Beach Gardens, we have Pickleplex, and then wrapping it up at a brand new facility that we'll disclose a little bit later for our finals. So appreciate all of you. It's a wrap. I win the over on how long it was going to take versus Chris Martin.
Hour and a half. We're 8 minutes over
in the league, and now I'm 100% in charge. And with that, get the dwell out of here. No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys. All right, thank you guys. Appreciate all of you. Have a great day.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, later.
What a good time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Alrighty.